Learning Ulilevi Omer, Bamidbor, Tovshin Samadalad, at night, Friday night, the Rebbe Zt said, my grandfather from Berlin, the Heilige Face of Berlin, said that whatever we read in the Parsha awakens that ability in our times. When we read Parsha's Boy, one can feel the time of Pesach, and leaving Mitzrayim. When we read Parsha's B'Shalach, we feel Shvishal Pesach and the Kriyas Yamsuf. When we read Parshas Yisroi, we feel the Kedusha of Matan Torah. Certainly, when we're standing immediately prior to Shavuos, a few days before Shavuos, that's a chelik of Kabbalah Torah, the time that can be utilized. The Rebbe mentions that one of his Einiklach at that time had a bar mitzvah. We put on tefillin 30 days before, and the Rebbe Zt mentioned that he spoke plenty of times about the reason why he put on tefillin 1 month before the bar mitzvah. It's according to what Chazal say that one who is commanded is greater than one who is not commanded. Usually the interpretation is because when you're commanded, you have a Yetzer Hara stands against you. Chazal tell us that by Kabbalah Torah, Moshe Rabbeinu added 1 day on his own. And what does this mean? He wanted to add to the command. Hashem said 2 days, let's do it 3 days. That we should do something on our own. And therefore Moshe Rabbeinu added 1 day. And even though when he said Gedolah, we know that it's greater to accomplish something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is commanded than that which we do ourselves, there's still a very important aspect to doing things on our own. Now, the Rebbe says, I'll explain this by first explaining what Chazal tell us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu went to all the nations, and they asked the nations, do you want to receive Torah? And they asked, what's written in it? So Esav asked, what's written in it? And the answer was, do not murder. And Esav couldn't accept that. Yishmael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, it says, do not commit immorality. They said they cannot live with that. But Klal Yisrael accepted the Torah without condition. Why? What does it mean? Because actually, the Umm Yisraelim weren't stupid, but they looked at the command and they felt that if somebody stands in my way, then I have to kill him. But Klal Yisrael understood that even if we have these feelings, the mitzvah will be able to help us overcome our personal physical desires, even though we would want to do Chas v'Sholom those terrible things. And once they received Torah, they understood that through Hashem they'll be able to keep it. This is also the Pirush, the mitzvah Rishona, the Torah, right away at the beginning of the Bria, Pru Uvu. It says, multiply, be fruitful and multiply. You have to understand, if not for the Tzav Hashem, there would be no person in the world who could get married, because Lahavdil, people might think that this is not something that is proper for a human being to do, to procreate like an animal, and therefore the world wouldn't have existed. HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded no. At the beginning of the Bria, Puravu, you should know that this action too has strength behind it, which will make it change it from being an action of something that's totally physical to one which will bring about spirituality. And therefore we can understand the greatness of someone who's not mitzvah v'yos, who's not commanded and he still does mitzvahs. That this person, even though he himself doesn't have any assistance, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't tell him to do it, and when he accomplishes it, he is accomplishing something of his own, totally his own koyach. That's why we put on tefillin a month before the bar mitzvah, when you're not mitzvah. And that will help a person realize that when he is commanded and the Yetzer Hara comes along, that if he can do it on his own, he can do it certainly with the help of Hashem Yisborach. The Rebbe continued, Omar Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva said, Ashreichem Yisrael, happy is Klal Yisrael, because who do they purify themselves, and who purifies them? Lifnei mi means who do they purify themselves before. The word mi is made up of mem and a yud, which adds up to 50, meaning these are the 50 days of the Sfira. Lifnei mi atem etarim. Who is the one who purifies us? That these are special days where one can achieve purity. That in the days of the Sfira, a person has the ability to come to a Kedusha and be someone who receives Torah, who's Mekadosh us with a new Nesinas HaTorah, with a new concept, a new insight into Torah. And these days, it's already a part of accepting Torah, and it's also days of the Sfira. So we have both aspects: the person counting, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu giving. This brings us to the ultimate level of Kedusha and Tahara, sanctity and purity. May Hashem Yisborach grant that everyone will be able to add to his avodah, to the service to Hashem, in that every day will be an addition of his own as well, and will merit to bring Kedusha and Tahara, and to merit the coming of the Mashiach b'meira b'yameinu. Amen.